Hello all, and welcome back to the Kansas City War Room. This is Crooked Leg here, commencing the 1936 July turn for the United States and the KMT Nationalist Forces. We will begin by reviewing our purchases. So we are going to purchase 2 infantry for the United States for 6 IPPs, and of course we will spend $6 as well for the KMT to purchase 3 militia. We will now commence our research for this round. The research, of course, is just for the US. We are going to start with jet fighters. So we need an 8. And we got an 8. Let me angle that there so you can see a little bit better. There's the 8. Angle the camera just a little better so maybe you can see the rolls a little better. Okay, so we got jet fighters. We are going to do heavy bombers at 9. And we got a 1, so that is unsuccessful. We got long-range aircraft at a 7. We got that unlocked, or moved up, excuse me. And then we have strategic rockets at 9, and that does not advance. So we will advance the U.S. research for jet fighters and for long-range aircraft. Okay. All right, and then panning over here to the KMT, we are going to perform some non-combat actions for the KMT. A side note, the U.S. will not be conducting any combat or non-combat movements this turn. So, for the KMT, we are going to move these 2 militia from Guichao into Sichuan to ward off any possible future CCP aggression, since they killed one of our militia. And that is it for non-combat for both the KMT and the U.S., and we're going to place our 3 militia purchased for the KMT in Nanking. And of course, our 2 infantry for the US that were purchased will be placed in Washington, D.C. Pan over here so you can see the units that are placed there. And yep, there's the 2 infantry that we placed. So we now have 3 infantry in Washington. And again, we don't have a whole lot going on here. That's it for the US and KMT turn. And then kind of just a little quick recap. Not a whole lot of activity in the rest of the sphere. The Republicans are off to a very steady and hard-fought war against the Nationalists. It'll be very interesting to see if they can keep the momentum going and continue to steamroll the Nationalists as they've done so far. The heavy cruiser that the Nationalists did have was destroyed, leaving the transport that they have in the north wide open for combat. So I suspect that that will be a prime target soon enough by the Republicans. Otherwise, not a whole lot else to point out. Some interesting moves by the Russians for their fleets. And of course, the Japanese appear to be considering a liberation of China for future Japanese colonization. So that will be interesting to see what devolves in the region of the Pacific. So that is our recap, and this is the end of 1936 July for the United States and for the KMT. And this is Crooked Leg signing out here in the Kansas City War Room. Thanks for watching.